Episode 13, The Importance of Reading A1 Level. Hello everyone, and welcome back to this English podcast for beginners. In today's episode, I am going to talk about the importance of reading. Reading is one of the most useful habits a person can develop. Books, articles, magazines, stories, and educational materials allow us to learn new things every day. Reading helps us gain knowledge, improve our language skills, and understand the world around us. Many successful people enjoy reading regularly. They understand that books contain valuable ideas, experiences, and lessons. Reading is like having a conversation with people from different places, cultures, and periods of history. When we read, we can learn from the experiences of others without leaving our homes. As a child, I did not always enjoy reading. I preferred spending time playing games and watching television. Books seemed less exciting. However, as I grew older, I began to discover the benefits of reading. One day, I found a book about a topic that interested me. I started reading a few pages. Then I read a few more. Soon I became interested in the story and wanted to continue. That experience changed my opinion about reading. I realized that reading could be enjoyable as well as educational. Many people think reading is only for students. However, reading is valuable for people of all ages. Children read to learn basic skills. Students read to gain knowledge. Adults read to develop professionally and personally. Learning never truly ends. Reading allows us to continue growing throughout our lives. One important benefit of reading is vocabulary development. Every time we read, we encounter new words. Some words are familiar, others are completely new. By seeing words in different contexts, we gradually understand their meanings. This process helps expand our vocabulary naturally. A larger vocabulary improves communication. It becomes easier to express ideas clearly and understand others. This is especially important for language learners. When learning English, reading can be extremely helpful. Books, articles, and stories expose learners to grammar, sentence structure, and vocabulary. Instead of memorizing rules alone, learners see how English is used in real situations. This makes learning more meaningful. When I first started reading in English, I chose very simple materials. I read short stories designed for beginners. The sentences were easy to understand. The vocabulary was basic. This helped me build confidence. If I had started with difficult books, I might have become discouraged. Choosing the right level is important. As my English improved, I gradually moved to more challenging texts. Each new book introduced additional vocabulary and grammar patterns. Little by little, reading became easier. Progress happened slowly, but it happened consistently. Patience is important when developing any new skill. Another benefit of reading is improved concentration. Modern life contains many distractions. Phones, social media, television, and other forms of entertainment compete for our attention. Reading requires focus. When we read, we train our minds to concentrate on one activity. This skill becomes useful in many areas of life. Students need concentration for studying. Workers need concentration for completing tasks. Everyone benefits from improved focus. Reading also stimulates imagination. When we read a story, our minds create images of characters, places, and events. Unlike movies, books encourage readers to imagine details for themselves. This creative process strengthens imagination and critical thinking. Stories allow us to experience different worlds. We can travel to distant countries. We can explore historical periods. We can imagine future possibilities. All of this happens through words on a page. Knowledge is another major benefit of reading. Books contain information about science, history, business, health, psychology, and many other subjects. Every book teaches something. Even fictional stories often contain lessons about life and human behavior. People who read regularly often have a broader understanding of the world. They gain new perspectives and ideas. Reading can also improve writing skills. Good writers are often enthusiastic readers. When we read frequently, we become familiar with sentence structures, vocabulary, and writing styles. These examples influence our own writing. Over time, our ability to express ideas improves. This is especially useful for students and professionals. Reading helps people communicate more effectively. One thing I enjoy about reading is the opportunity to learn from successful individuals. Many biographies tell the stories of remarkable people. These books describe challenges, achievements, failures, and lessons learned. Reading about successful people can be inspiring. It reminds us that achievement often requires effort, persistence, and patience. Most successful individuals faced obstacles before reaching their goals. Their stories encourage readers to continue moving forward. Reading can also reduce stress. Life can be busy and demanding. Many people experience pressure from work, school, or personal responsibilities. Reading provides an opportunity to relax. Spending time with a good book can create a sense of calm. For a short period, readers can focus on a story instead of daily worries. This mental break can improve well-being. Libraries play an important role in promoting reading. Libraries provide access to books and educational resources. Many libraries offer free services to the public. They create spaces where people can study, read, and learn. Libraries are valuable community resources. In today's world, reading is not limited to printed books. Technology has created new opportunities for readers. Electronic books, online articles, educational websites, and digital libraries make information more accessible than ever before. People can read using computers, tablets, and smartphones. This convenience allows learning to happen almost anywhere. While technology offers many advantages, it also creates challenges. Some people spend so much time watching short videos and scrolling through social media that they rarely read longer texts. As a result, their attention spans may decrease. Developing a reading habit requires intentional effort. Like any habit, it becomes easier with practice. One useful strategy is setting aside a specific time for reading each day. Even 15 or 20 minutes can make a difference. Consistency is more important than duration. Reading a little every day often produces better results than reading for several hours once a month. Small actions repeated consistently create significant progress over time. Another helpful strategy is choosing interesting topics. People are more likely to read regularly when they enjoy the material. Some readers enjoy history. Others prefer science, business, sports, travel, or fiction. There is no single correct choice. The best reading material is often the material that keeps you interested and motivated. When learning English, reading aloud can be beneficial. Reading aloud improves pronunciation and speaking confidence. It also helps learners become more familiar with sentence rhythm and pronunciation patterns. At first, reading aloud may feel uncomfortable. However, regular practice can produce noticeable improvements. Keeping a vocabulary notebook is another useful habit. Whenever I encounter a new word, I write it down. I record its meaning and sometimes create an example sentence. Reviewing these words later helps strengthen memory. Over time, vocabulary knowledge grows steadily. Reading newspapers and articles can help people stay informed. The world changes constantly. New discoveries, events, and developments occur every day. Reading reliable information helps people understand what is happening around them. Knowledgeable individuals are often better prepared to make informed decisions. Critical thinking is another skill developed through reading. Not everything we read is automatically true. Good readers evaluate information carefully. They consider evidence, compare sources, and think independently. These skills are important in modern society. Reading also encourages curiosity. Curious people ask questions. They seek answers. They explore new ideas. Curiosity leads to learning, and learning leads to growth. Books often inspire readers to investigate topics more deeply. A single chapter can spark an interest that lasts for years. Many successful entrepreneurs, scientists, writers, and leaders are passionate readers. They understand that knowledge is a valuable asset. Every book represents an opportunity to learn something new. Some books teach practical skills. Others teach life lessons. Some provide inspiration. Others provide entertainment. Each book offers something unique. Reading can strengthen empathy as well. Empathy is the ability to understand the feelings and experiences of others. When readers follow the journeys of different characters, they gain insight into different perspectives. This understanding can improve relationships and communication. It helps people become more compassionate and open-minded. One of my favorite things about reading is that there's always something new to discover. No matter how much knowledge we gain, there is always more to learn. This endless opportunity for growth makes reading exciting. Every new book opens a door to new ideas. Sometimes a single sentence can change the way we think. Sometimes a story can inspire action. Sometimes a lesson can improve our lives. The impact of reading is often greater than we realize. Many people say they do not have enough time to read. However, even busy schedules often contain small opportunities. Reading during a commute, before bed, or during breaks can add up over time. A few pages each day may become several books each year. Progress does not require perfection. It requires consistency. Building a reading habit takes patience. At first, it may feel difficult. Concentration may wander. Reading speed may be slow. These challenges are normal. With practice, reading becomes easier and more enjoyable. Like any skill, improvement comes through repetition. Parents can encourage reading by creating positive experiences for children. Reading stories together can make books enjoyable from an early age. Children who develop strong reading habits often perform better academically and develop valuable lifelong skills. However, it is never too late to start reading. Adults can develop reading habits as well. The benefits are available to everyone. As I continue my own learning journey, reading remains one of my most valuable tools. Books have taught me vocabulary, knowledge, ideas, and life lessons. They have expanded my understanding of the world. They have introduced me to different perspectives. Most importantly, they have encouraged continuous learning. If you are learning English, I strongly recommend reading regularly. Start with simple materials. Choose topics that interest you. Be patient with yourself. Do not worry if you do not understand every word. Focus on understanding the main ideas. Gradually, your skills will improve. Every page you read is a step forward. Every new word is progress. Every book completed is an achievement. Learning happens one page at a time. Before ending today's episode, I would like you to think about these questions. Do you enjoy reading? What kinds of books or articles do you like? How many minutes do you read each day? Try answering these questions in English. Thank you very much for listening to today's episode. I hope this podcast helps you improve your English while developing a valuable reading habit. Remember that reading is one of the best investments you can make in yourself. Knowledge grows when we continue learning. So keep reading, keep learning, and keep improving every day. Stay patient, stay curious, stay motivated, and never stop learning. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.